Hello and welcome to some more Transport Fever 2 gameplay. It's the Transport in the Tropics series, and when I left you, we had built the railways, is what we'd done. And after I'd built the railways, I then said I would do a little few bits off camera just to make my life that a little bit easier. And I have since done so. Buses are now in Oceanside, Lincoln, Columbia, and Stockton. And I've also done buses in Keeling as well. On top of that, I've also set up just a couple more shipping routes just to kick things off. So aside from a collision that's just taken place here, so people are now dead, there's now mass death, I've got several routes coming in and out of here now. So I've got Lincoln Lake Venture, which is going up and down yonder. I've then got the Lincoln Ferry, which I believe goes to Fullerton. It does indeed. And then I've got the Lincoln to Hollywood, which goes to Hollywood. I've then got ships that run from Fullerton to Keeling and Hollywood, so on and so forth. As you can see here, you've got Lincoln to Hollywood, Oceanside Cruises. That runs from Hollywood to Oceanside. I've come up with loads of ingenious names. Right, we've got... This has just been loaded. So it's got loads of commats on it, and it's nearly got plenty of food as well, so that'll be making me a pretty penny. We've got some more food literally just coming in on the two Hercules. Both planes are running full. They're running 24 a hit. How much food is waiting up here? This doesn't help me. There we are. 58. So I could just keep it as the two aircraft for the minute. And then what I've also done is just set up the first of my airlines, which is just a simple little shuttle from Hollywood to Fullerton. So you can either get the boat or you can get the plane. Choice is yours. There's also plenty of people waiting for the trains now at all the stations. So at some point they should be making me a fair chunk of change. Now what I will do is we're going to have a bit of a crossover here with the diesel and the steam train. So here we are. I love the sound of those diesels. It sounds like a steam engine. That's the crazy thing. Right, so this episode is getting all of the airlines up and running, and then we'll get a few more shipping lanes done, and then depending on how long this then takes, we might get some more cargo running around as well. So we're going to get the big international ones done first. So let's go with EU. Right, I've then got to come off those, so I've then got to find my international airports. There's one. Right, so Chula Vista Hopper. And we're going to stick, mind you, it's 2002, so I don't actually know what aircraft we have available to us at this point. Let's go to Passage. We've actually got quite a lot, more than I first thought. Do you want to go Aeroflot? Did you not have anything from American Airlines in the big... What have we got in there? Nope. No, that's Russian again. You can go DC-10. You've got American Airlines DC-10s. Airbus A320s? No. Did you not do... We've got anything on 747s that you could use? Should we go British Airways or KLM? Or should we go... No. I'll tell you what, let's go with Singapore. There we are. Singapore Airlines can have the honours for that one. Right. Next. From you. No, don't expand. That doesn't help my case at all. To Salt Lake City. Salt Lake. Hopper? No, you want Salt Lake City Hopper, my dear fellow. Right, I'm going to want 2 planes for this one. It's going to lose me a ton of money, but c'est la vie. Right, we're going to go with American Airlines DC-10. I do realise I could have just selected the list to bring up for the thing, but c'est la vie. Right. This game isn't going to be about me trying to make a profit. This is just me just me having some fun. I did have another international airport. I just saw it. Right, there's one at Rochester, but let's just scavenge the outskirts of the map first. Do you? Do I? Do you? Do I?
Northwest departures approved to Ontario.
Why not? Right, so from Hollywood to Thornton. Why not? Live life on the edge. Right, let's then go with... Let's actually put 2 big Russians on there. And then Salt Lake City Airport. Must be, I didn't know I could actually do that. I could just select things. I didn't have to go to an individual airport. So that does make my life that little bit easier. Right, San Jose. Nope. Don't think... No, that doesn't matter. I can't actually do the little umlaut in there. Right, let's go with... excuse me. Don't want anything in that for the moment. Ooh, down a bit. Right, 7... What have we got in A3? Oh! United Airlines A320s. Oh, good, right. No, we don't want... Right. And then Salt Lake City Airport. Okay, right. Ignore that airport for the moment. Right, that's a regional. That's a regional. International. Don't think I have any more international airports doing the rounds. I think that might be one. Gilbert. Hopper. No, I don't want to do that. Yes, I'm having all 3 come from one airport simultaneously, but c'est la vie. It does not matter. Right, that's going to have to be shipping, that's not a problem. Probably railway lines running along there. I've got another 2 international airports, that's fine. Right, and so well, we shall have it come out from here, and we're going to use British Airways A320 for that one. Lovely job. Okay, excuse me. Right, next, Hollywood to, yeah, big international one. Lovely. Brownsville, you Burke. Brownsville Hopper. That can just be another single aircraft. I don't need anything too fancy. Scandinavian Airlines for that one. Or Brownsville Hopper. Okay, right, and then comes the next one. What airport did you have down here, by the way? That's international. Yeah, but you set that one up already though, because you called it Hopper, so that's fine. Right, let's go with this one. Why have you set 2 new lines? Because you're going to need it. You're going to need it. Right, so this is going to be a right mess. So up to there, then there, then we go straight over to Salt Lake City. We then run straight up to Gilbert. That then comes down to Thornton, which then runs over to Brownsville. That then comes over to San Jose, which then goes over to Concord. That should mean that all my big international airports, at least, are now connected. That is an international airport. Okay. Rochester. Yeah, because you mentioned Rochester and you completely forgot about it. Yes, I did. Right, so this is now Dragon Speed. I know Dragon Speed is an American racing team. I think they're what? LMP2? And then U to U. Just a hopper. Okay, right, that can just be a single airline because I don't need too much on this. So we're going to go A320, we're going to go Qatar Airways. Okay, right. Dragon Speed, I'm going to want 7 or 8 aircraft. So we go. That's not got anything to it. So I actually need. Alright, here we go. So I'm going to want. Let's go with 1 Aeroflot from there. Then we're going to go to Concord. That's going to have 2 British Airways 747s. Brownsville. Seven, 6, 7 recoverable. What have we got? United, one of them. Then we want Salt Lake City. That can have another 767. That can go with Delta Airlines. Right, then I've got. Didn't do anything with that. Let's then go with hold on. Right, let's go to another one from not this one. No, let's go with another DC-10. No, let's actually go with two, 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. Bang. There we are. That should be. That's everybody now covered for that one. Okay, right now is the regional aircraft. So we've got that line already created. So from Hollywood, we'll fly down to Stockton, and we'll then also stop off at Fullerton. So that can be Southwest Airlines. Right, so I've got a depot down here, or a hangar. Right, let's go with small. I do love how the A380 can be deemed as small, and the 777s and the 767s. I love that. Right, I've got these. We're going to go with Crosshair, and we're going to go with 2 of them, or Southwest Airlines. Okay, then we're also going to go Hollywood to Stockton, over to Salt Lake City, and back to Stockton. That could be whoopsie-daisy, southeastern. It'd be good if you could actually spell. Right, and then we're going to go have them set off from here. Right, let's go with North Airs. Well, actually, no, let's go with East Regional. There we are. 3 of them. Southeastern Airlines. Lovely. Okay, right. Next, as I say, every single airline will be utilising Hollywood Airport. We'll almost call it Heathrow then. Right, this one will go to Chula Vista, Salt Lake City, and Fullerton. We'll just call this one. What should I call this one? Think. Doesn't have to be a creative name. It can just be something stupid. No, because BMI, it's more Midlands. I'll save that one, even though this is an American thing, but we'll gloss over that. Oh, blimey. Help. No. Wait. Oh. Air West? Yeah, why not? Air West. Right. We'll have these airplanes start from here. Let's go with the smaller one. Let's go with that one. 1, 2, 3 of them. Beautiful. Air West. Lovely job. Okay, right. Start. This one can start at Salt Lake City. Run to Chula Vista. Down Gilbert-Uberg to there. Right. Then Patterson. Then Fairfield. Actually, that's fine having those airplanes run from there, because they can get to Hollywood from there anyway. So this one can be Great Eastern Airlines. And what we're going to do is have Delta connection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Lovely job. Okay, right, next. We'll go back to Hollywood. Mind you, we've got... Okay, we've actually used all the space in Hollywood, so that'll have to be the last one coming from Hollywood, and everything else will have to then be from there. So it's a Rochester to Patterson and back to Rochester. That could be BMI. Let's go with the jets. Let's go with North Air. Let's go 2 of them. Okay, right. Next can start from Fullerton. Fullerton can run to Thornton, which can then run to Fairfield. That will then go to Concord, which will then go over to San Jose. And can also go to Salt Lake City. I'll just call this one EasyJet because I have no imagination. So we're going to go to Thornton. Hello 747 and hello everything else. Right, 5 vehicles. What can I have that... Oh, I didn't do anything for that. Let's go with 717s again. Let's go with Centurion. 1, 2, 5 of them. EasyJet was that one. Beautiful job. Okay, right, next. Start in Salt Lake City. Then this is going to run to Brownsville. That will then come down to Stockton, which will then run up to Fairfield. That will then go to Concord, which will then run over here. So that's now got a direct flight. That can then... I think everyone has now... I think every airport is now connected. Ah, no. Oakland. Of course, Oakland's only got a freight thing going in a minute. Oakland can't even get here. Okay, so Oakland can then do that, and then... well, Oakland can then go to Fullerton. Right, that is... North... No. What should I call this? Should I call it a racing team? I don't know, I kind of got a thing for calling racing teams. What should I call it? Inspiration. TIBC. TIBC, I have no idea what it stands for. I've only seen it because I've got a Mercedes AMG Petronas coat currently hanging up next to me, and one of their sponsors is TIBC. There we are, that is the name of it. Right, so these guys can actually start from down here at Stockton. Right, what we are going to do is go back to the Avros, and we've got Americans. Let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of them. TIBC. Then I need the one final airline, which is going to be a complete mess. Right, we'll start in Hollywood. Salt Lake City. Fullerton. Chula Vista. Oakland. That is a railway station. Right, Stockton. Patterson. Brownsville. Thornton. Concord. Rochester. Because this is going to be the transcontinental. This is the one that stops at every single airport on the map. San Jose. Maybe it can call back at Rochester, or San Jose there. Yeah, we can then come back to Rochester, run up to Gilbert, then comes back on itself to Salt Lake City, then goes back to Patterson, then there to Fairfield, and that should now be all of the airports connected. Right, so this is Transcontinental. Beautiful. Okay, that's Transcontinental done. So you're probably going to want all 5. No, you're going to want. So we're going to start it from Stockton. Let's have. We're going to have all of these. Let's go with Northwest Air. Let's say let's go 3 of them. With 1, 2 of them. Let's go with Delta Connections. I like that. 3 of them. And then we're going to go with Air Cal. We'll go with 2 of them. Right, 10 aircraft, Transcontinental. Beautiful. Okay, that is the aircraft all done and dusted. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Okay, I think we've got enough time to do a few more little bits and bobs. We've now got airplanes running all over the gaff. I've lost a ton of money. We've got planes coming hither and yonder. It is a complete mess. That's just landed. That's KLM has just turned up. We've got United Airlines coming along. That, I think, is one of the Aeroflots. That's aircraft 11. That should be Aeroflot. Thornton Hopper, I think it could very well be. You don't want to really mess up that particular landing, otherwise you are in trouble. That's one of the Northwest Regionals. That's just a mess of aircraft. I absolutely love it. Okay, right. So, now we've got things going along. What I do need to now do is just set up the local bus route in Oakland. I'm not going to lie, game, you could have actually just done that yourself, but there we go. Right. Okay. Right, that's that done. So what we now want to do, or what I want to do, is set up some more shipping. Will my boats get through there? Seeing how the game likes to go on the basis that they can run through there and there without any issues, then sure, why not? Mind you, that's concerning. What's underneath there anyway? I heard... That was the diesel. The diesel! Anyway, right, so, boating. Let's get some long distance boats done. Stockton has grown quite nicely now, so... Okay, that's... Oh. Can I have it come around here? Is the coastline going to play ball? I can hear an aircraft taking off. This sounds good. I like the sound of this. Ah. Yes, I didn't... Well, they look good, but I have got a queue. Well, you know, it's not a bad thing. Right, so Columbia has got something. Do you actually want Columbia to have a thingamabob? Nah. Oh, that was said with absolute certainty of no. Whoops. Just stop trying to do hotkeys, would you? Well, you're not even trying to do hotkeys, you're just doing them accidentally because you're an idiot. Well, yes. Right, can they get up? Ooh, can I get boats getting into Jackson? I think I can, that'd be pretty cool. Who's this one? Lansing. Surely good. Alright, Lansing can have that. I know I'm doing massive ports, but I just think they look better, even if they're not all going to be completely utilised. Okay, so let's do this one that's it's going to be a local one. You know, if it actually wants to work. Please do try working it. It does wonders for the brain. There we are, lovely. Right, and then to you. I do love that the game now has to think about this. This is gravely concerning. Thank you. And here. Right, should we see what stupidity the game has planned? It wants to... Fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one just tickles me. But okay, this can be the South Islands Ferry. So what we're going to want is... We're going to want a dock, or shipyard, sorry. Put a shipyard here. There we are. I want to try it, but it doesn't have a thing to it, so I'm slightly concerned. Right, we're going to have that one. It's like teal. South Islands Ferry. Lovely. Okay, what we're also now going to do is set up another line. So we're going to go from Stockton to Fullerton. I'll just wait. Okay, right, so Stockton Ferry. Another line can go from Jacksonville to there. And then that can run to... I can actually go up there. Oceanside Port. So that can be the Oceanside Ferry. And then what we'll probably do is have one coming out from Lincoln, and Lincoln can go into there, because that way then they can all get to one another from each other. So this can be the Lansing Ferry. Lovely, okay. And we're going to set one more, and this is going to be from Hollywood to Hayward. It's interesting though that I can get combats up here. Ooh, that's not going to work. No, that's an airport. Oh, hold on. Alright, let's go back to, okay, let's go to 2, because I can get length on there. Okay, that can be for the commats. I don't suppose... No, I don't think it can. I've seen Colonel Failure try mixing cargo with passenger, and it doesn't seem to like it. So I'm not going to do that, because I don't think that you can actually have cargo and passenger mixed together on the same harbour. Right, Haywood ferry, and this one Haywood con mats. Okay, right, so the con mats we can set off from here as the other one. So that, we're going to have that go, whatever colour that was. Haywood ferry. Alright, cargo. Whoop, no, there are. Haywood con mats, lovely, okay. Right, that's going to keep that going quite handsomely. Plenty of people waiting for the airlines, which is excellent. Admittedly, I may be cannibalising my own ferry working back and forth here, but it gives people the choice, because the way this game works is quite interesting. Some people will want to get there the quickest method. Other people will want to get there the cheapest. So there's always going to be a bit of demand. 53 people waiting for the railroad, which is excellent. There is the train, losing me a ton of money every time. Good. Good. Hello. Oh, this is KLM 747 coming in. You're taking off. You going to make me any money? 1.2 million. Who have you got on you? Not a soul. What airline are you? Oh, you're BMI. Alright. But you're still losing me a bit of change. You've got nothing on there at all. Okay. Good. Right, yes, sorry. I got sidetracked, so I need... Right, I've got... Oh. I need to see what... Langsing Ferry, Oceanside Ferry, and Stockton Ferry. Right, let's just have them all come out from here. It's a World Jet Marine. I'm just going to go with these. So I want what? One. Let's go with 6. We'll go 2 on each. That can be a nice shade of red for the Langsing Ferry. That can be a nice shade of green for the Oceanside Ferry. And the... Is that the Stockton Ferry? Yeah. Let's go with black for the Stockton Ferry. Okay, that should be all my shipping routes with bits on. Everything is making me a loss. Might as well find out if I've got anything making me a bit of change. It looks like the buses are, for the most part, all balancing themselves out. For the ones that are making me money, and the lorries, ones that are losing me, everything works fine. Railways, yep, we're losing a ton of money. The airlines, the Fullerton Hopper's making me money. Oh, as is the Hollywood Air Freight and the Hollywood Stone. Should I put another Antonov on there? Mind you, where, hold on. Where is... Okay, that's just leaving. It's not carrying a full load, which means there isn't enough stone coming out of there to warrant having another aircraft. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I can cope with that. That's connected, so we will use that to do an emergency flypast. We've got a lot of aircraft coming in here. Okay, so how are we doing for time? I think we've run our course. It's gone on for quite long enough. We've done what we want to do. We've got all of the ships coming back. We've got the boats running back and forth. This is excellent. Right, so the next episode I'm going to do, we are going to what are we going to do? We are going to have a big commuter railway line going from Gilbert to Eugene, where it then splits to Fairfield and Fargo El Monte, and then hugs around there. Then the rest of it will come around here, back up on itself, and follow it down to Salt Lake City. So it's two big railway lines that we're doing next, and I'm also going to do a little commuter railway line from around here. Tell you what, we're going to do a commuter railway line, and we're going to do we're going to set up a little ferry. There we are. We'll set up the ferry. So yeah, the next one after this is those 3 railway lines. Right. I've got nothing around this side that the boats can get to. Or can they? Can the boats get around there? It's going to take an absolute age, but I kind of like that idea. But you know what I'm going to do as a result of that? What are you going to do? You're going to be stupid, aren't you? Yes, I am. Do you want to save the game first? Let's save the game first. Well, in case it crashes. Yeah. It's a very good choice of yours, I know. Right, pause the game there. Screenshot. Lovely job. That's the screenshot done for the day. Right, so carry on now that we've saved our progress. Let's just now see if, what have we got? Let's go with this World Jet. San Jose Ferry. Oh. Oh, good lord. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. I've got to say, though. World Jet. Tell you what, though, that ain't half bad. Okay, it's a bit, it's a bit much. Whoever modded this is a little bit much of all this, but that ain't half bad. That ain't half bad. Okay, so there we are. So thank you all very much for watching. It is greatly appreciated. If you have enjoyed what you've seen today, please do like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. I do get back to them as and when I get the opportunity to. And we've got the plans for next time. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Lincoln. Lincoln's actually growing quite nicely now. Let's see, who have we got waiting at Lincoln Port? We've got Alexis Lopez, Gabriella Peterson, Jessica Wright, Kimberly Riviera, Ian Morgan, and Catherine Barnes, along with a great many, many others. So, from then, and from myself, I shall bid you a fond farewell. So, let's go to Hollywood Airport. Oh, I love it. Oh, you've had to do... Whoever the air traffic controller is needs a word. Anyway, take care, guys. Goodbye.